Hi, my name is Swami Parayanananda. Today, I would like to tell you about my idea of sustainability. Sacrifice, enjoyment, right utilization. These are the three things that we can do to any physical thing. We can either sacrifice a thing, or enjoy a thing, or rightly utilize a thing. Personally, I would prefer doing this amongst all these three. I hope and I guess most of you would want to do this to any physical thing and not enjoy or sacrifice. But most of the times we find that we do sacrifice some things, we do enjoy most of the things, and we seldom rightly utilize the thing. But only if we rightly utilize some things, all the things, only then my proposal is that it will lead to sustainability. Because suppose there is this pen. Do I want to sacrifice it? What does sacrifice mean? Sacrifice generally means that I want this, but I'm giving it to somebody because he asked, or because he asked before 10 people and I don't want to sound rude, so I sacrificed. Or there can be several reasons to sacrifice, but generally the result is that I am not happy. This feeling is there. There is a cry. There is a cry within. Okay. So if we are doing this, then we are not happy. People may be happy, but we are not happy. And this, when we are not happy with anything, that can't be sustainable, because we won't be doing that thing again and again. After some time, it stops. Or before public, it will be there, and when public is not there, when nobody is saying, we don't want to do this. So sacrifice is not the right thing to do for a physical thing. What shall we do? Shall we enjoy? What is enjoyment? We are thinking that enjoyment, well, let us take an example here. Suppose somebody's birthday is there. We bought a cake. What are we generally doing on a birthday? What is cake is a physical thing. What is it meant to be? It's a food item. Food is for health of a person. Now, I don't know how we can attain health by rubbing cakes on people's faces. What are we doing here? Are we sacrificing it? No. Are we rightly utilizing the cake? No. We are trying to enjoy cake, but that's not its right utility. So what we are doing is we are undermining its worth. Or even if we overestimate, over evaluate, or otherwise evaluate a thing, under evaluate, over evaluate, or otherwise evaluate a thing, we are not doing justice to that thing. When we are not doing justice to that thing, we will not be able to do it in a sustainable manner. This will not stand for some time. After some time, when there is a challenge, then this will stop. So this can't, when there is a challenge, there are so many customs which have stopped because there is a challenge to those customs. Now this is fun. At this time, we are doing this basically because we have seen such photographs of birthday parties, etc. But there is, I think, if you inquire within, if you think in the right way, you do not want to do it. Not do I want to do it. Nobody wants to do this. But we are doing it because we are imitating others. This is what I understand. So let us not do this. So what is the right utilization? Suppose there is a thing, suppose there is this marker. I am changing the example. Suppose there is this marker. How to utilize this, rightly utilize this? Do I want to sacrifice this, or do I want to enjoy this marker, or do I want to rightly utilize this marker? Suppose I'm using it now. Suppose somebody wants to use the same thing now. If I give, I might feel that I'm not fulfilled, I'm not satisfied. There is some kind of cry within. So maybe once I will do it, but this activity will not sustain. If I want to enjoy this, the color of it, the style of it, or some celebrity might have endorsed this Camlin marker pen, and I might be liking that celebrity, and that is why I bought it. But that is not the right utilization for that. Okay, what is right utilization? How do you rightly utilize this marker? Is when you are able to rightly evaluate it. Now, when you are evaluating it, you need to understand its value. What is the value of this marker? It is not price, it is not its color, it is not its brand, it is not its shape, etc. What is value? Value is that is permanently embedded in a thing. It is also the role that it plays in the scheme of things. Now, the price of this marker could be 15 rupees today, 15 paise 15 years ago, or 1500 rupees 15 years later. This is changing. But what is its real value? That value doesn't change. Its color may change, but the value may not change. Its brand may change, but the value still remains. Shape may change, but the value still remains. Now, what do I mean by permanently embedded in a thing is that value is innate in this, and the value can't be separated from this thing. I'll tell you what it is. In this example, suppose I keep writing this line, I keep elongating this line, and then this goes up to 30 kilometers, and that is its capacity. After 30 kilometers, it stops writing, it stops being a marker. Now this 30 kilometer capacity, writable capacity, is its value. This cannot be separated from this marker, and that is the role. What is the role of this marker? Suppose I am making this video now. Now I don't find my marker suddenly. Then I will understand the value of this. There is a video camera there, there is this whiteboard here, there are so many things. These are the scheme of things, and in this scheme of things, the value of a marker, the role that this is playing is that this can be ascertained only in relation with this whiteboard, and this whiteboard's value can be ascertained only when it is seen in comparison in relation with this class now being taught, and this classroom's value can be evaluated when you see it in the society, why it is valuable, or in the campaign of this sustainability campaign, etc. So these two are those traits of anything that will tell you what value it has. So if we are valuing this particular thing based on these things, then we will be able to rightly evaluate it. These are the ways. If we say that suppose this is 15,000 rupees, so I think that, see, I've got a 15,000 rupees marker, you got only 15 rupees marker. So we are trying to evaluate markers or whatever things we have with price or color or brand or shape, etc., etc. That's not how we need to be. If we do that, then that kind of attitude will not be sustained, will not give us sustainability. Sustainability in relation to physical things. Now, our behavior or our relation with all physical things, must it be definite or indefinite? I know we all choose, we want it to be definite because we want to know what it really is and use it for what it really meant to be. Otherwise, we will not be able to rightly utilize. Now, once you rightly evaluate this, we will try to utilize it in that way. Now, suppose I've got lots of money. So this marker is only 15 rupees. So I need to do one small class and this is able to do marvelous job. But since I am a rich man, do I throw one marker each time I write a line? Is that how I want to show that I have so much wealth? Then we are doing great injustice to its value. If we respect this value, respect to value, if we respect each thing's value, everything has a value. Every small pin, sometimes in very serious situations, even a small pin can save your life. There are several things like that, several examples. So if we understand that value, then if we behave with that thing knowing its right value, then our behavior with that physical thing will become definite, and when our behavior with that thing becomes definite, that leads to sustainability. So for sustainability in dealing with things, our relation with things, we need to understand this right utilization concept. We don't want to do sacrifice, we don't want to do enjoy, we don't want to enjoy a thing, we want to do this for sustainability. Suppose we do these two things, what happens? We can't sustain things. Now just imagine if we evaluate each thing that we have in our house, in our office, in society, with us, so many things. Okay, suppose there is a 1 rupee. 1 rupee has value. 1 rupee has value, but we are thinking that in relation to something, it is not able to give us the desired amount of worth, or the 1 rupee can't buy an iPad, but 1 rupee has its own value, or anything for that matter. So a cake has its own value. It's food. It should give health. If it is not giving health, it is not food. If it is not food, why are we even trying to have it? So if we apply this concept to each and everything, then what happens is we suddenly find that we have so much wealth. We already have so much wealth. Each and every small thing, we can use it any number of times until it cannot be further used at all in any form. If we take a resolution that we will use each and everything in that fashion, that ultimately leads to our simple life, simplicity. Because after all, each physical thing is a physical facility basically. What is it facilitating? Our journey in this world. In this world, is the world limited? Yes, because the planet itself is a limited thing. And the resources in the on the planet, are they limited? Yes, they are limited. So should we go on enjoying things, which means wrongly underestimating or overestimating or otherwise estimating a thing's value? Thereby we are not doing justice to things, and then we will very soon run out of wealth, which means physical facilities. We will very soon, and this is the this is the real reason for the gap between the haves and have-nots in the whole world now we are seeing, which is so important. 40% of the whole world's wealth, 50% of the whole world's wealth is with just 1% of people. So all these inequalities have come because we are thinking in these two ways. But if we understand this whole concept and then behave, all of us, whichever country, whichever religion, whichever school of thought we belong to, if we understand this simple concept and we apply that in our daily lives from now, I guess we will be able to uh, automatically go towards sustainability. You see, this is the philosophy behind behavior. Now behavior. Most of the time what we are trying to do is we are trying to correct our behavior or others' behavior because somebody told we need to correct this behavior is wrong, or somebody said this behavior is ideal, it should be your behavior, it must not be that. So this must, should, have to's and imitating other behavior, what it is only a change on the surface. Okay, if we understand all these concepts clearly and we can visualize that, I mean, it becomes our knowledge, it becomes our experience, and thereby, because it is our experience, we will have a desire, and thereby we will control the thoughts, and thereby we will try to behave in a very definite fashion and rightly utilize each and everything. Then what happens? Then this behavior will be easy. Now this imitated behavior, however ideal it is, suppose Vivekananda was very frugally, living very frugally, or Abdul Kalam ji was living very frugally, and then we have this campaign that we would like to live like Kalam, but after some time we get tired, after some time, because it is not natural to us, because we did not think about all these things, all this philosophy behind it. If we know the philosophy, we will go into self-discipline mode. Unless we go into the self-discipline mode, our activity will only tire us, and after some time we will just give up the practice. Publicly we will keep it up for some time, but privately we have already given up. After some time, publicly also we have given up. In my view, I guess Kalamji knew, maybe with exactly not with these terms, but he understood what to use, why a particular thing is with me, and what is its value. He gave everything its due respect based on its correct value, and that is how, even if he had so few things, he lived like a king, and he was our president. And I hope this will help. This is my idea of sustainability. Thank you for this opportunity.